What do you get when you mix Hollywood glamour, billion-dollar fashion, bitter family feuds, a shocking murder, and constant reinvention? You get Gucci. This isn't just a fashion story. Gucci is the ultimate soap opera, a century of drama with more twists than your favorite Netflix series. We've got the Black Widow trial, we've got Tom Ford rescuing Gucci from near collapse, and today, we've got Demna, one of fashion's most radical designers, reinventing Gucci all over again. So, how does a small leather shop in Florence become a global empire that headlines tabloids, inspires movies, dominates TikTok, and still rules luxury fashion? Let's dive into the Gucci saga.
The birth of a legacy. Our story begins in London at the Savoy Hotel. A young Italian bellhop named Guccio Gucci spent his days carrying luggage for wealthy guests. He studied their trunks and leather bags with fascination. He noticed how style, travel, and status were intertwined. Back in Florence, a city famous for artisans, Guccio opened a leather goods shop in 1921. He catered to Italy's elite with impeccable craftsmanship and equestrian-inspired details. The horsebit motif, which remains iconic today, was born from this equestrian focus. Gucci wasn't just selling leather, he was selling status.
Innovation through adversity, 1940s. Then came World War II. Leather, Gucci's core material, was suddenly rationed. Most businesses would have folded. But Guccio and his sons innovated. They introduced canvas, decorated with distinctive diamond patterns. And in 1947, they created the bamboo bag, heating and bending bamboo into curved handles. A wartime solution that became a fashion icon. That bag didn't just solve a problem, it became a symbol of resilience and elegance.
Golden age of glamour and expansion. By the 1950s, Gucci had entered its golden age. New boutiques opened in Milan, Rome, and New York. The green-red-green stripe, inspired by saddle girths, became instantly recognizable. Celebrities couldn't get enough. Jackie Kennedy, America's first lady, was photographed so often with her Gucci bag that it was later renamed the Jackie bag. Grace Kelly wore Gucci scarves. Elizabeth Taylor traveled with Gucci luggage. Even Frank Sinatra and the Rat Pack made Gucci part of their lifestyle. Owning Gucci wasn't just about fashion, it was a ticket to the world of jet-set glamour.
Peak luxury and family strife. By the 1970s, Gucci was at its peak. The double G logo was everywhere, on belts, handbags, and shoes. But inside the family, cracks were forming. Guccio's sons and grandsons fought bitterly over control. The family business was becoming a battlefield. The passion that once united the Guccis was tearing them apart.
Decline and disarray. The 1980s nearly broke Gucci. The family's battles dominated newspapers. Boardroom disputes turned into lawsuits. At the same time, the company pursued over-licensing. The Gucci logo appeared on everything from cheap keychains to ashtrays. Yes, it made money in the short term, but it destroyed exclusivity. By the mid-80s, Gucci's prestige had faded. What once symbolized elegance now looked ordinary and dated.
Murder and dramatic rebirth. Then came the darkest chapter. In 1995, Maurizio Gucci, the grandson of Guccio Gucci and the last family member to run the company, was murdered outside his Milan office. Maurizio had taken over the company in the 1980s after bitter family battles. His tenure was controversial, but no one expected what came next. His ex-wife, Patrizia Reggiani, was later convicted of orchestrating his murder. Patrizia was a glamorous Italian socialite with expensive tastes and a bitter grudge against her ex-husband. The press nicknamed her the Black Widow. Her infamous remark, "I'd rather cry in a Rolls Royce than laugh on a bicycle," became world famous. The trial fascinated the public, but for Gucci, the brand looked doomed. Then came Tom Ford. At the time, Ford was a young American designer with bold instincts and a sharp sense of glamour. Appointed creative director in 1994, his 1995 collection shocked the industry. Velvet suits, satin shirts, provocative ad campaigns. Tom Ford made Gucci the sexiest brand in the world. The results were staggering. From near bankruptcy, Gucci's revenues climbed to nearly $3 billion by the early 2000s. Gucci wasn't just saved, it was on top of the world again. 2000s sustained success. But when Ford left, many wondered if the house could continue without him. After his departure in 2004, Gucci turned to Frida Giannini. Giannini was an Italian designer who had worked her way up inside the company. Her vision was softer, more feminine, and floral compared to Ford's provocative style. She dressed stars like Beyoncé, Rihanna, and Cameron Diaz. Gucci remained profitable, respected, and present on the red carpet. It wasn't as explosive as the Tom Ford years, but it kept the brand stable.
Alessandro Michele and the Maximalist Revolution. And then, in 2015, Gucci shocked the fashion world again. Alessandro Michele, a relatively unknown designer from inside the company, was named creative director. His vision? Maximalist, eccentric, and unapologetically bold. He clashed prints, layered historical references, and blurred gender lines. Celebrities embraced it. Harry Styles practically became Gucci's muse. Jared Leto wore Gucci to the Met Gala. Social media lit up with Gucci memes and hashtags. Even the phrase, "That's so Gucci," became slang for stylish and cool. Michele's Gucci wasn't just fashion, it was a cultural movement.
The minimalist reset. But fashion is cyclical, and eventually the pendulum swung back. In 2023, Gucci appointed Sabato de Sarno, an Italian designer who had previously worked at Valentino. De Sarno introduced Gucci Ancora, a minimalist reset. Clean tailoring, understated elegance, quiet luxury. It matched the trend of the time, fueled by shows like Succession, but Gucci's flamboyant DNA clashed with minimalism. Critics were divided, sales dipped, and Gucci needed another reinvention. The Demna Era, Reinvention. That reinvention came in 2025. Gucci appointed Demna, the Georgian designer who had transformed Balenciaga into a global phenomenon. Demna was known for oversized streetwear, irony, and provocative shows that blurred the line between fashion and performance. His first move was the La Familia campaign, blending Gucci's heritage with his own edgy vision. Then came the Tiger. Instead of a runway, Gucci premiered a cinematic short film directed by Spike Jonze and Helena Rhine, starring Demi Moore, Edward Norton, and Elliot Page. The collection was revealed like a movie. The rollout was unconventional. Exclusive boutique drops, Instagram teasers, and a promised runway debut treated like a cultural event. Gucci wasn't just selling clothes, it was staging theater. Today, an enduring legacy. From a bellhop in London to a global fashion empire, Gucci's journey has been one of constant reinvention. It has survived scandal, family feuds, murder, and near collapse. Each time, it has come back stronger. It shaped Jackie Kennedy's elegance. It embodied Tom Ford's provocative glamour. It defined Alessandro Michele's Gen Z eccentricity, and now it enters Demna's radical vision. Gucci has influenced movies, music, and even language. The film House of Gucci proved the world's obsession with its story. Today, Gucci remains one of Kering's crown jewels. The only question is, what comes next? If history teaches us anything, it's this. Gucci doesn't just survive, Gucci reinvents. And its most dramatic chapter may still be ahead.